Being a private investigator means two things. You can be sure you'll run into trouble, and you can never be sure you can get out of it. Well, there's not much you can do about it, I guess, except, like Julie always says...
Walk softly, Peter Troy.
And now, Peter Troy investigates the Winsome Wildcat.
In Montreal one time, I met this gal who was a lady all-in wrestler. Her name was Gerda, and she was built like one. And there was sweet, charming Felicity from Winnipeg. She rode a motorbike on the wall of death for kicks. Now me, I don't go for dames making with a danger bit. I like 'em warm and cozy and helpless, and very, very feminine. Well, Rachel was all of those things, and she had a figure that'd knock your eyes out. But by profession, Rachel was a lady lion tamer. Yeah, that's right, a lady lion tamer. Star of the Bantling Brothers Circus and currently packing them in at Earl's Court. Now, Rachel was, she had, what's the expression I'm hunting for? Rachel was, winsome. Now, Webster's dictionary describes it as being pleasant, delightful, attractive, agreeable, and engaging.
That describes you to a T, Rachel.
How sweet of you to say that, George.
An ideal qualification for becoming a wife.
Please don't let's start on that again.
But...
Darling, I've told you.
I know. But the thought
George,
of you...
Please.
Oh, all right.
Let's leave things as they are. It's nice this way. Nice and uncomplicated.
Well, at least give up your job here at the circus.
No.
Are you going into that cage full of cats every night?
The lions and I understand each other.
But it gives me nightmares.
It also gives you nice, healthy receipts at the box office, Mr. George Bantling.
Rachel's and the lions, yes. It's a draw card, all right, but... darn it, it's not right. Lion taming's a man's job, and I think...
You're going to take me out for dinner before the evening show or not?
Oh, yes, of course. I'll just... who the devil's that?
I'll open the door and find out.
Yes,
Don't make a single solitary sound, Bantling, or else I'll squeeze this trigger.
George!
Same goes for you.
What is it you want?
The girl.
Me.
That's right.
Why?
That's none of your business. Get your coat, Rachel. We're leaving.
Now, wait.
Do as I say. Harry, watch her. Now you, Mr. Bantling, turn around. That's it.
George!
Now, come on, we're wasting time. Oh, your boyfriend's all right. He'll sleep for a while, that's all.
Where are you taking me?
You'll find out. Don't give me any trouble. Now move.
That night, the circus at Earl's Court went on with a show minus Rachel and her lions. And the next day, the Screamer headlines told the story of the snatch. Oh, I read about it, wondered who'd want to steal a lady lion tamer, and then promptly forgot about it. Until the next morning. I got to my office nice and early, around 11 a.m., found Julie fuming away like an angry percolator. She looked cute when she's angry. Cute, but volatile. It's best not to antagonize her, I've learned.
He's been waiting for you since 9 o'clock.
Well, that's nice. Who is he?
George Bantling. Bantling Brothers Circus.
Oh, Rachel and the lions.
What?
She's missing, believe snatched.
Will you go in and see him?
Mm-hmm.
Now.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Come on in and bring your notebook.
I have it in my hand.
Don't shout, honey bun. I can hear you.
Well, good morning, Mr. Bantling. Sorry I'm late. Just wrapped up another case, you know.
You have some trouble, I believe.
You read the morning papers?
Oh, yes. Seems someone took off with your lady lion tamer.
Yeah, I want Rachel found, Mr. Troy.
Well, that's direct and straight to the point. I imagine the police want her found, too, but why do you come to me?
You've got a reputation for action and discretion.
Action and discretion. Yeah. Sounds like a good slogan. Go on.
There are complications.
Huh?
This may sound crazy, Mr. Troy, but I think Rachel wanted to get herself kidnapped. I think it's all been rigged.
But why?
She's very beautiful, but a very extravagant woman. That she'd do anything for money.
And doesn't she get enough of it? I mean, she got star billing at your circus.
That's right, but she gambles. And, well, I know for a fact that she's in debt for something like £10,000. There are unpaid bills. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
We had a quarrel once. She wanted to borrow that amount from me. I wouldn't give it to her, and she said she'd get even with me. Well, a few days later, we were friends again, and I forgot about it.
And now you think she'll have herself ransomed for the money?
Well, it's the sort of thing she'd do, the sort of crazy, dangerous, harebrained... And if the police find out...
She'll go up the river.
I don't want that to happen. You see, I love Rachel.
Well, that makes things difficult.
Find her for me, Mr. Troy.
Have you had a ransom demand yet?
No, nothing.
Well, that's strange. All right, we better get some details down, Mr. Bantling.
You'll take the case, then?
Oh, yes, yeah. Just as soon as I figure out where you start looking for a missing lady lion tamer.
Well, how do you feel, Rachel? Yes, of course. Can't expect you to answer through a gag, can I? Hold still. I'll take it off for you. That's better. I'm sorry, but I have to call you Rachel. I don't know your second name. They only bill you as Rachel.
Jones.
Miss Jones, how do you feel?
How do you expect me to feel? Where am I?
About 40 miles from London in Bedfordshire. Tiny village called Eton Manning.
What are you going to do with me?
Oh, you're in no danger.
If you think Bantling will pay any big ransom, you're mistaken. Unfortunately, that circus of his can get along very nicely without me.
Ransom? Oh, that's preposterous. You don't think we're kidnappers, do you?
Well, I assumed. This is someone's idea of a joke.
Oh, I assure you, no.
Well, then...
You are here because we'd like a favor from you, that's all. And when you've done it, you can go. As a matter of fact, we'll even pay you if you want.
What are you talking about?
And I'd like you to read the story I've marked in this copy of last Wednesday's Daily Globe Tribune. No, I'm sorry I can't untie you, but I'll hold it up so you can read it. Well, go ahead.
State visit to the Maharaja of Dajapur. One of the world's richest potentates arrives in England today. He is the Maharaja of Dajapur. He will be staying at the home of Lord and Lady Manning in Bedfordshire.
That's good, that's enough.
And what's that got to do with me?
And the Maharaja owns a unique necklet called the Amulet of Dajapur. Diamonds and rubies worth a king's fortune encrusted in it. So, you're going to steal it for us.
What?
Yes, you're going to get it for us. Lord Manning's house is only a couple of miles
Look,
away.
I may have been a lot of things in my life, but a jewel thief is not one of them.
Well, there's always a first time.
Why me? Why on earth do you want me to do it?
Because you're a young woman who possesses extraordinary talents, Miss Jones. You're an expert with felines. You can control the ferocious beasts.
Go on.
Now, the Maharaja of Dajapur is a whimsical man. He's very fond of dumb animals. Well, for instance, there travels with him always a very large Bengal tiger.
A tiger?
Yes, and around the wretched beast's neck it wears the amulet of Dajapur. Now, do you see why we brought you here?
All right, Mr. Bantling, let's go over it once more.
But I told you every single thing I can remember about the man.
Well, you may have forgotten something, some tiny little point.
Look, I went through the photographs in Scotland Yard. I couldn't recognize him.
All right, something about him, then.
I've given you a full description.
His accomplice, then, the big chunky guy.
And I've told you everything about him.
And there's nothing you've forgotten. I mean, no matter how silly it may seem to you.
Well...
Yeah?
Oh, it's so ridiculous it doesn't even bear repeating.
Well, just tell me.
Well, the thug, the fellow he called Harry, was wearing a hat. There was something in the band.
What, in the hat band? Now, what was it?
A ticket. A railway ticket, I think. I only noticed it because it was such a strange-looking one. Green with white and red stripes. Yeah, I just got a glance at it, but I'm sure about the colors.
A railway ticket.
Yeah, I told you it was ridiculous.
Sounds like an excursion return ticket. They're probably coded colours.
Huh?
I only said they're probably coded colours.
Well, what does that mean?
Well, special tickets have special colours so that the clerks can pick them out easily in the ticket racks when
All right, now ring through the British Railways, honey. Talk to someone who looks after tickets. Find out all you can about a green one with white and red stripes.
Right, Pete.
Well, Mr. Bantling, it's a slim chance, but, well, that's a start.
Well, the only thing is...
The cops are probably a long way ahead of us, yes or no?
Oh, if I'd known the ticket was important...
Oh, that's okay. A point just strikes me, Mr. Bentley.
Yes?
You're assuming this is a rigged job, that Rachel isn't really kidnapped at all.
Well, yes.
I hope you're right. Because if you're not, that railway ticket is a clue you should hand over to the police. And the smaller things than that have meant the difference between life and death, Mr. Bentley.
Peter, Troy, you infuriate me when you go all mysterious and silent. You drag me onto a train and don't...
Uh-huh.
Oh, would you mind telling us where we're going and why we're here?
We got a break with the ticket, right?
Yes.
You found out it was a special excursion ticket that operates between Bedford and London on Saturdays only, right?
Yes.
We are now on that same train, are we not?
Yes.
Well, where's the problem?
But where are we going?
We're going to Eton Manning. It's a little way before Bedford.
And what is there?
The home of Lord Manning, at present on loan to the Maharaja of Dajapur.
Oh, Pete, please don't be infuriating. Now, what's that got to do with the whole
Look.
affair?
The picture in the middle of the page.
Oh. A newspaper photograph of the Maharaja of Dajapur.
All right, look what he has instead of a poodle.
A tiger?
Correct. Travels everywhere with him.
So?
Okay, this is a blind hunch.
Well, I don't see it.
Lions, tigers, lions, lion tamers, Rachel. Now you get it?
Got it.
Good girl.
But it is a long shot.
Agreed. We do know, however, that the character who came in with the guy that carted Rachel away had the return half of a ticket from Bedford in his hatband, right? Mm-hmm. And therefore, at some time or another, he must have come along this line. But it wasn't until I read about the Maharaja staying at some place close to Bedford that I got the link.
Well, the tiger and Rachel could be tied in, but I don't see how you can tie in her disappearance with the Maharaja.
Neither did I, until I saw the cute gadget that hunk of tiger has hanging from around his neck.
Huh?
It's called the amulet of Dajapur, and it is worth a mint of money.
She loves danger, she needs money, and any crackpot harebrained scheme... Pete, you don't think Rachel's got it into her head to steal that amulet, do you?
That, Julie, is a very interesting question.
The more I thought about it, the more I liked my crazy theory. It was the coincidence factor that sold me. I mean, a lion tamer disappears around about the same time that a Maharaja's pet tiger comes into the country, adorned with $500,000 worth of diamonds around its neck. Yes, I liked it.
So, like I say, if you cooperate, Rachel, that'll be fine. And well worth your while. £10,000 to be exact. If you don't, then I'm very much afraid you'll have to die. I've given away too much of my plan.
But why me? Why did you choose me? Well, there are lion tamers around the place who would...
You are the only lady lion tamer around the place, Rachel.
What's that got to do with it?
Getting to the tiger is only the second half of the scheme. The first part is getting into the grounds of Lord Manning's place. Here, let me show you. All right, now, here's a plan of the grounds. You notice there's high walls surrounding the place? And it's very high, and it's electrified.
Well, I don't
However, there is a steel observation peephole set in the main gates. It has a sliding panel, but we can easily force it. Unfortunately, it's too small to allow a man to squeeze through. But a boy or a woman could get in easily. And as there are no boy lion tamers, you were the obvious choice.
I'm sorry, Mr. Whoever you are, but your ingenious plan still won't work.
Oh? Why not?
Because you're assuming that a Bengal tiger is similar to a circus-trained cat.
Well?
There's a great deal of difference. I can walk into the cage of lions without any trouble, because the cats know me and I've trained them. The risk is minimized, you see. But a Bengal tiger, and one that didn't know me, they're vicious and very fierce.
You're bluffing. A lion tamer
Can only work the cats he or she is used to. If I went anywhere near that tiger, it'd probably turn on me and tear me to pieces.
Rachel, either you do this job and take the risk, or you don't leave Eton Manning alive. It's as simple as that.
You wouldn't...
Oh, I assure you I would kill you. That amulet is worth £250,000.
Listen, I've got an alternative suggestion.
Yes?
I could get inside those grounds, but instead of trying to take the amulet off the tiger...
I know what you're going to say. Why don't we shoot the beast?
Why not?
The noise would bring the Maharaja's guards out.
A silencer fitted to the revolver.
A silencer makes a revolver devilishly inaccurate. Fiction writers who love the device dearly always seem to forget that. Wound that wretched creature, and I've no doubt it'd set up a howler to bring the whole of the Shire to Eton Manning.
Oh, drug it.
You'd have to wait too long for any poison to work. No, Rachel. Ours is the only way. I shall give you 1 hour to make up your mind.
Well, it may be a very small village, Pete, but it'll still be like looking for a needle in a haystack, even if you are on the right track to start with.
Hmm?
Well, what do we do? Go up to someone and ask them if they've seen a young lady floating around who looks as though she might be a lion tamer? What does a lion tameress look like, anyway?
Honey, assuming that these folks are intent on snatching that amulet, all right, now, they've got to have a headquarters, haven't they?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Somewhere they can lay low and plan. And they're not going to choose a local hotel, are they? It's too public.
So, what are they going to do?
They're going to rent a house.
Oh.
In a small place like this, there wouldn't be too many available.
True.
So, go find yourself a real estate agent. Flutter those big green eyes at him and get some information. Find out who around Eton Manning has rented a house recently.
And whilst I'm doing that...
I'll be over in a quaint little pub over there.
Oh, Pete!
Doing a spot of pumping, too. The local tipplers are usually the biggest gossips in the village. I'll soon find out all about any strangers who've been hanging around.
It's open in a jiffy.
Someone comes along this road.
I'll give plenty of warning. Harry's watching from one end and another one of my associates is at the other. In any case, this is only a reconnaissance. Just a chance for you to have a look at the layout. You get a pretty good view of the grounds, and you can even see where they've got that tiger chained up. And there we are. Now, take a look-see.
Isn't there anyone on duty at the gates?
It doesn't have to be. Not with an electrified wall. Well, can you see the tiger?
Yes.
And what do you think?
It's a great, big, ugly-looking brute.
Yes, I agree with you there. But can you handle it, Rachel?
It's going to be a tight squeeze getting through this aperture, though.
Aren't you pleased you kept nice and slim now? All that dieting's paid off, hasn't it?
I don't have to diet.
Sorry?
That tiger looks as though it's got an evil temper.
Well, you'll charm all the anger out of it, Rachel, and make it as docile as a lamb.
It may still roar.
That is your problem.
You can't stop cats from roaring.
Well, try. Well, that's enough. I'll have to relock the peephole just in case anyone comes nosing around.
Does anyone ever patrol these grounds?
No, never. Why should they? Who's going to break into that place where there's a Bengal tiger roaming around there?
Who, indeed?
Well, anyway, let's go. It's nice to know that you're on our side now, Rachel.
When's 0 hour?
Tonight, the traditional hour, midnight.
Oh.
Anything wrong with that?
You've probably forgotten, but cats don't sleep at night. And they can see in the dark. I can't.
Well, that's another one of your little problems, isn't it? Don't worry too much, though. A full moon is predicted for tonight.
What would you like to drink, Julie?
Oh, nothing in this place, thank you.
All right. Well, what's the score?
4 houses are up for rental in the district. 3 of them are occupied. One of them you can cancel out. 2 dear old ladies are in residence.
What about the other 2?
Both rented by men. The estate agent said that he knew very little about them both. He suspects one is a fisherman and the other a writer. They keep themselves to themselves.
All right, go on.
Mr. Bartholomew Reardon has taken the Mile End house on Giffney Lane. Mr. Kenneth Parent has the Crescent Lodge on Crescent Street.
Reardon's our boy.
How do you know?
Because I've been buying beers for just about every citizen of this village for the past hour. Amongst them is a local grocer. He delivers to Mile End House. The occupant answers to the description Bantling gave us of the snatch artist.
Oh, then I've been wasting my time.
No, not a bit of it. The grocer said the man's name was Andrews. Well, he's using an alias.
Well, Reardon's his real name. He signed a check for the rent.
I wonder Bantling couldn't pick him out of the photos in the rogues gallery down at the yard. Guy's an amateur. Giving a check out when you're trying to use a cover name.
And what do we do, Pete?
Well, we set up a watch on the Mile End House, honey.
Shouldn't we have some reinforcements?
No, you forget. We're on an assignment. Get to Rachel before the boys in blue. We tip off our hand to the police, we've achieved nothing.
And our client?
Would not feel inclined to give out with any free testimonials for Peter Troy investigations, would he?
Where are they going?
Park the car somewhere close and handy to the main gate of the Manning house.
The getaway car?
Yes. But please don't use that expression. It sounds so phony.
We walk to Manning House.
Yes? Oh, why not? It's a fine night. Plenty of time. Oh. You scared?
Apprehensive.
Tell me, is that all the equipment you need? Just a broom handle?
In the ring, I use a chair and a whip. I don't have my whip with me, and you couldn't pass a chair through the aperture. So the broom handle will have to do.
Well, you just keep that animal quiet.
Just like that.
The place is not patrolled, but if they hear that tiger...
I know.
Oh, come on now, Rachel. In an hour's time, you'll be a very rich girl.
Or a very dead one.
You all right?
Yes. There's a tight squeeze. I have a girdle that's looser than that. Pass through the broom handle. And the torch.
There you are.
I'm on my way.
And, good luck.
I'm going to need it.
You're going to need a whole lot more than just good luck, Buster.
What?
The Maharaja's guards are waiting for him.
Who are you?
The name's Troy, Peter Troy. I'm a private investigator on an assignment.
Now, what the devil...
Don't make any move, Buster.
All right, my friend, if you want to play it rough...
Yes, I do. I do!
You there?
Hmm.
Tiger's not there, and the grounds are crawling with guards. Help me get out of here.
Okay, Rachel.
That's better. Whew, Hey, who are you?
Oh, I'm just standing in for your boyfriend. He got called away to Dreamland. That's him lying on the ground down there.
Who are you?
A friend of Mr. Bantling's.
You tipped them off in there.
Uh-huh.
I see.
All right, Peter, you helped the lady get through the little hole. You can let go of her now.
Hmm? Oh, I'm sorry.
Look,
Lady, we better make a move. This whole area is going to be covered with police in just 2 seconds flat.
For the amulet.
If I were you, I'd forget about that. The whole scheme's a fizzer. Well, come on, let's move.
Hey, wait for me.
A lady lion tamer, eh? Well, I guess I'll have to walk softly when you're around. Being a private investigator means two things. You can be sure you'll run into trouble, and you can never be sure you'll get out of it. Well, there's not much you can do about it, I guess, except, like Julie always says,
walk softly, Peter Troy.
Well, friends, you will have noticed that the cases I recount to you from time to time all seem to have one thing in common. Somewhere along the line, there always seems to be a cute little doll involved in the setup. Well, maybe I'm a sucker for a pretty ankle and a sigh for help. And talking of ankles brings me to the case in point. This one's filed under the heading, Too Many Maids Are Moping. Why? Because there were 18 pairs of the cutest ankles you ever did see involved. Scene, the backstage dressing room of the chorus line of the show, Gals Galore. Time, 11:15 p.m. The curtains just come down, and the Gals Galore come streaming into the place.
Oh, if the management of this broken-down theater don't do something about the drought on that stage.
What are you going to do, Abby? Sue them?
Oh, we've got enough troubles without having to endure a cold north wind cutting right across the footlights.
Trouble? This whole show's jinxed, if you ask me.
You can say that again.
Leonie, lend me some of your cleansing cream, honey.
Ah, you use mine every night. When you buy some of your own, I'm going to declare a public holiday.
So I said to him, I'm used to being driven home in a big car, I am. Righto, he says, I'll take you home in a big car, the biggest I can find. Ha! You know what that turned out to be? A London bus. Talk about cheap.
Darn it, I've got another tear in these tights. I suppose wardrobe will dock more money out of my pay packet.
Joan, can I lend you a trowel to put that cleansing cream on with? After all, there's no need to go sparingly with it. It doesn't belong to you.
Corn's giving you trouble again, dear.
Oh, now, look, you
for
listen here.
Pete's sake, don't start squabbling again, you two.
Sorry, I'm a bit on edge, I suppose.
Oh, that's all right, love. We're all on edge. Little wonder.
After everything that's happened.
Blast me, it's more than just coincidence.
Yeah, that's
Say
what I
that
think,
again.
too.
There's something darn fishy going on around here.
One misfortune after another.
A dozen accidents in less than 10 days.
Yeah.
Accidents. Funny sort of accidents, if you ask me.
Well, I'm just about ready to quit, I can tell you.
That's what I
same
think.
way I can tell
Oh, you know, when that sandbag fell from the flies, it missed me by inches. If I'd have been under it, it would have killed me.
And that faulty wiring on the switch to the dressing room? I could have been electrocuted.
And when the safety curtain collapsed, the whole lot of us could have been mangled.
And the floor giving way.
And that great hunk of scenery falling?
Yeah, there's something fishy going on. They can't all be accidents.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think there's
Hold
something
on a
fishy
second.
going on.
What's the matter?
I can smell something.
That horrible perfume Joan uses.
No, seriously. Smells like gas.
Gas? It seems to be coming from on top of that electric light bulb.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look, there's a cloud of stuff drifting down. Oh, gosh. Oh, let's get out of here.
Oh, come on.
Come on, Abby. Open up the door before we all suffocate with that stuff. I can't. It's locked. Someone's locked us in.
You'll be pleased to know that none of the gals suffered because of the gas. Some bright spark threw a shoe through the window, and a couple of the stagehands heard the ruckus and broke down the locked door. But the ladies were a bit unnerved by their experience. The latest in a long line of mishaps. Now, it so happens I knew one of the Corrines quite well. Abby, Miss Abigail Peters. She begged me to look into the matter. Well, next night, found me backstage with Julie.
Watch it, Pete. Your eyes are bulging again.
Huh?
Oh, you're going to just love this assignment, aren't you? A whole gaggle of chorus girls in distress.
Well, just a favor for an old friend, Julie.
Ah, old friend.
Well, just because she wears spangles and tights.
And peroxide hair and false eyelashes. What are you chortling about?
I was just trying to imagine you in spangles and tights, Julie.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, don't get peeved. It was a nice picture.
Peter Troy. Oh, Pete, darling.
Hi, Abby. That's Miss Peters.
And so I go.
Oh, you came down to help us. Oh, I love you madly, and you're my favorite man.
Oh, careful with him, Miss Peters. He creases easily.
This is my secretary, Abby. Her name's Julie, and she insisted on coming down. She's interested in the theater, you know.
Puffer? A what?
Are you a hoofer?
I doubt it.
A hoofer. A chorine. A dancer, you know?
Oh.
No, Abby, Julie's not a hoofer, though, mind you.
Mr. Troy.
Come on, Abby. Let's go somewhere quiet where we can discuss this business of yours.
Sure. Come on into the dressing room.
Well,
It's all right. It's empty.
Oh.
Girls are all on stage for the harem number. I'm not in it. Huh? Here we are. Be it ever so humble.
This where it happened?
That's right. Stuff seemed to drift down from just above that light globe over there.
And the door was locked.
Tight. I can tell you there was almost a panic in here. Then Leone threw a shoe through that window up there, and the general turmoil brought a couple of the stagehands round.
And they broke down the door.
That's right. Pete, this isn't the only thing that's been happening to us.
Collapsing scenery, faulty electrical equipment, falling sandbag weights, I know.
To mention but a few. Girls are scared out of their wits. They're just about ready to walk out, and I think...
Abby, your cue's coming up.
Oh, thanks, Joan.
Who's he? He's nice.
I have to go on stage now, but a specialty spot. I'll be back later. That's Peter Troy.
You know, I can still smell a trace of that stuff. That's not gas.
Well, whatever it is, it's darned unpleasant.
It reminds me of school days.
School days?
That's right, school days. It's a stink bomb. We used to manufacture them during chemistry sessions.
Oh, what nasty little boys you must have been.
Yeah, on top of the light bulb.
Oh, you hit on something?
I think so. Yeah. The stuff, all right. Cute idea, but not original. Stick a pellet on top of the light bulb when it's out.
Yeah.
And when you switch on the light, the heat from the globe activates the pellet. It lets off the smell. It's not dangerous, but it's pretty unpleasant.
But for all the girls knew, it could very easily have been a poisonous gas. A particularly vicious practical joke, if you ask me.
Yeah. Or was it a practical joke? To me, all this seems like a deliberate plan to intimidate the girls. But why?
And there's another point.
Yeah?
Why haven't they called in the police yet?
Yeah, remind me to ask Abby that. In the meantime, we've at least solved the mystery of the gas. Now, let's have a look at that door. It was locked when they tried to get out, wasn't it? Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
It's happened again.
The door?
Locked.
Wait, you mean we can't get out?
That's right. Now, I wonder...
What are you looking around for?
For something to happen, honey bun. Last time that door got locked, a stink bomb was let loose in here. Now, this time...
Pete?
Yeah?
I can smell something burning. Pete, something is burning. Oh, where is it?
Over by that smashed window, see? From the trash can.
Oh, can you get it out, Pete?
Uh-huh. Hand me that dressing gown.
Oh, be careful.
That's okay. I spotted it in time, I think.
Oh, Pete.
How did that get started? Let's have a look through this rubbish. Yeah, this looks like it.
Oh, what is it?
The simplest little timing mechanism for an incendiary ever invented. A pack of matches. You light one and jam it under the cover. When the match burns down, it ignites the rest of them in the pack.
Well, someone must have thrown it through that broken window.
Correct. The pack's pretty charred. You'll see here on the cover. There's something LIS Club.
LIS? Police Club?
Yeah. We'll come back to that later. Now, in the meantime...
Someone wants to get in.
Hey, what's the big idea of locking the door?
there's smoke.
Pete, what's been happening?
That's a long story, Cherub.
But the locked door.
Now, you'll notice it was locked from the outside.
Someone must have dropped a cigarette into this rubbish
Oh,
can.
let's get rid of some of the smoke. Yeah.
Pete. Pete?
Huh?
I think the ladies want to get changed.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You may buy me a drink at the nearest bar.
Sure. Bye, Abby. See you later.
Come back after the show.
Sure, and I'll...
Pete, that drink, please.
Oh, honey, that little attempt at arson was designed specifically to scare yours truly away from the scene.
And?
By someone who knew Abby'd sent for me. Someone who knew I was having a look around that dressing room at that specific time.
Pete, it could be anyone. The doorkeeper of the theatre, the manager, the stage director. They all knew.
Julie, that list of people you just rattled off.
Yeah.
All men.
So?
Why?
What do you mean, why?
You think there's a man behind all this?
Oh, well,
I don't.
But if you...
I think it's a girl. Maybe even a Coraine.
Oh. Now, why do you say that, Perry?
Perry?
Oh, sorry. Mr. Mason.
If a man had wanted to scare me off the case, he wouldn't have dropped a match into that rubbish can. He'd have waited in some dark alley as I was leaving the place. Used his fists or blackjack as an argument. That's logical. But that incendiary effort...
Woman's work?
I think so.
Then who? And why?
I don't have the answer to either of those questions. But I could take a guess.
I'm listening.
Someone wants that show to fold.
It's a thought. But why?
Someone wants the show to flop. So they figure the best way of making a girly show full of pieces is by scaring the girlies half out of their poor little cotton-picking minds.
That's a good theory, Pete.
The best one I can offer right now. Anyway, it gives us a starting point.
It does?
Sure. We look for a girl who has some reason for wanting that particular review closed down.
Oh, I think I could use a cigarette. Oh, match, please, Pete.
Sure.
Thanks. Oh, careful, you'll burn your fingers.
Hey,
What?
this pack of matches. Where do they come from?
On the table. Compliments of the house. Why?
Well, look at them. The Fleur-de-Lis Club.
Well, that's the name of this place.
The Fleur-de-Lis Club. Get it? L-I-S. L-I-S Club. Those matches that were dropped into the rubbish can, they came from this place. Maybe the clue wasn't all that important, but I added it to the rest of the information I'd gathered. The Fleur-de-Lis Club was right next door to the theater, and I guess most of the cast and staff would drop in there at some time or other. So maybe the pack of matches wasn't all that significant. But I clutched at straws, on account of I really had so little to go on. And there was that ugly feeling at the back of my mind, the feeling that this was only the prelude. The vicious little jokes were going to get more serious. There was a pattern building up. I'd seen this sort of thing before. Sometimes it ended in murder. So what with this and that, I figured it was about time my old buddy Inspector Caswell of Scotland Yard was brought into the act.
Troy, this is a job for the local divisional police, not for Scotland Yard. There's someone committing a nuisance at that theatre, that's all.
No, you're so right. Setting fire to the joint is certainly committing a nuisance, all right.
Now, Troy, don't exaggerate.
Exaggerate? I nearly got myself incinerated. Now, let's not fool around, Inspector. That whole theater could have gone up in smoke, and me with it.
No such luck.
You're not going to take any action, then?
Look, you reported to the local divisional station.
And nuts.
Now, look, Troy, I'm a very busy man.
Doing what? You know, from somewhere I got the crazy mixed-up idea that it was Scotland Yard's job to combat crime in this city.
The constable on the beat can handle this particular crime very nicely, thank you.
Now, look, maybe I haven't got this across to you. I have a bad feeling about this deal.
Try bicarbonate of soda.
Well, this is no time to be making with a funny patter.
Oh, be a good fellow. And don't slam the door as you go out.
Oh, go find some old lady's lost poodle.
Thank you, Troy. Oh. Oh, hello. Inspector Caswell here. Put me through to Superintendent Hayden Marshall, will you? Thanks. Oh, hello, Super. Caswell here. I've just had a very irate private investigator in here. Yeah, that's right, Peter Troy. Seems he's been putting in some time down at the Islington Empire Theatre. Yes, and from what he says, it would seem that our man's made his move. No, Troy doesn't know the score, yet. But I'll wager it won't be long before he stumbles on something. He has a habit of doing that, you know. Yes, I think we'd better double our watch on the place. Anything's liable to happen now.
Okay, Abby. Let's go over it all again.
Oh, but Pete, sweetie, I've told you every single little thing 100 times.
Once more, Petal.
The manager himself is backing the show.
The man who owns the theater.
That's right. Harold Bajan. Nice fellow.
Go on.
Well, the rumors have it that he sunk his last penny into this review. It goes bang, and he's always had it.
So there we have a motive.
Motive.
Someone wants the show to fold, so Harold Bagent loses his shirt.
Well, now, what would anyone gain from that? He'd lose his own money and his theatre.
And his theatre.
Why, yes. And who'd want to buy a theatre these days? There's dozens of them lying around empty all over London.
Now, look, Abby, all these things that have been happening to the girls.
You found out who's responsible?
No, but I'll bet it's one of the Coreens that used that dressing room.
Oh, now, Pete. We were all locked in there when that gas came.
Now, that door's got a two-way lock, Abby. It can be locked from the outside, as well I know. And it can be also locked from the inside.
You mean...
I mean, with all that ruckus going on in there, you could have missed seeing one of the girls turn in the key from the inside.
Yes, but what about the gas? Well, she'd get herself gassed as well as all
But
of
it
us.
wasn't gas pedal. It was a rather, obnoxious chemical, but quite harmless. It did what it was supposed to do. It threw an awful scare into 15 of those 16 girls.
Oh, yes, but...
The chemical was in the form of a pellet which was stuck on top of the electric light bulb when the light was off. Now, who else but one of those Coreens would have had the opportunity of putting it there?
Well, we're mostly on stage all at the same time. Except me. I have that specialty number. Oh, Pete, you don't think it's me?
No, of course not. But I do want to know this, Abby. You called for me to clear all this up. Now, why didn't you send for the police?
Oh, well, we had a sort of round-table conference, and we discussed it, but, well, the motion was vetoed.
Why?
Pete, jobs for chorus girls don't grow on trees.
Oh, I see.
We didn't want to start any trouble. And Bagent has been pretty decent to us.
Mm-hmm. So?
So, someone suggested we keep the police out of it for as long as possible.
Who?
What?
Who suggested you keep the police out of it?
One of the girls.
Well, which one?
I don't remember. We were all talking at once, you know. Well, is it important?
Well, it could be.
I'll try to remember.
Mm-hmm. One last thing, Abby.
Yes?
The Fleur-de-Lis Club. Now, what do you know about it?
Oh, well, we all go there. It's nice and handy.
Who owns it?
Matt Castellas.
What?
Well, of course, everyone knows he's been in trouble with the police.
He only came out of jail a couple of months ago.
Well, he's caused no trouble, and well, he's been good to us.
Any of the girls really friendly with him?
Pete, I don't honestly know.
Oh, okay, sugar. We'll leave it at that. I'd better be making a move anyway.
Sure you wouldn't like a drink, Pete? You don't have to rush away, do you?
Oh, don't tempt me, Abby. I'm notoriously weak-willed.
Pete?
Night, baby. See you at the theater, huh?
Night, Pete. Night. Okay, he's gone now. Why you didn't want him to see you, I don't know. Pete's sweet and a lot of fun and... Hey, what's the matter? What are you looking at me like that for? What's the matter? Get back. Get away from me. Have you gone crazy? Keep away from me!
Hey, has anyone seen Abby? Abby, Abigail. Oh, what's the matter?
Haven't you heard, Mr. Troy?
Well, heard what?
There's been an accident.
Abby?
Yes.
What happened?
She fell out of the window of her apartment
When?
about an hour and a half ago.
Hey, is she...
She's in hospital. They still don't know how badly she's hurt.
An hour and a half ago. But I was with her then. She was all right when I left. Fell out of the window.
We don't know whether she fell out or was pushed out. And you were with her?
Oh, yeah, but... Well, all right. But don't look at me like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I suppose we're all a bit jittery. Abby was a good kid.
I know.
And this was a final straw. We're through, Mr. Troy. Finished.
Finished?
Yeah, that's right.
No one will go on now. We're just waiting for Mr. Bagent to pay us our money. And then we're leaving.
No show tonight, huh?
Nope.
But...
That old saying about the show must go on, there are exceptions.
This is one of them.
Then Bagent's finished.
Yes, I'm afraid so.
So they succeeded.
What?
Nothing, just thinking aloud.
Well, they're closing up the theater now.
Well, let's go.
Aren't you coming, Mr. Troy?
No,
They'll lock you in.
that's right.
You'll be here all alone.
I don't think so. I'll be waiting for someone.
You'll, have a lonely wait.
But not for long, I hope.
Well, I hope your guest turns up, Mr. Troy. Good night.
Oh, they'll turn up all right. I'm sure of it. Very sure of it.
Mr. Troy. Mr. Troy. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Joan, isn't it?
That's right.
Forget something?
Yes, my makeup kit.
Uh-huh.
Where are you? I can't see you. So dark in here.
Isn't it, though?
And, I'm a little scared, Mr. Troy. I'd, appreciate it if...
Oh, I doubt it, Joan.
What?
I doubt if you're scared of the dark.
What do you mean?
You're a very self-reliant girl, Joan.
Am I?
So's that husband of yours.
Husband?
Matt Castellas.
I think you must have made some mistake.
No. You and Castellas were married 10 years ago in Paris.
Indeed.
Just before he pulled that gold bullion heist.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He held up and robbed an armored car not 2 blocks away from this theater.
Mr.
In fact,
Troy.
he was captured right here in this theater. Just about where you're standing now. But they didn't find the bullion.
Didn't they?
It was late at night. This theater was a movie house then. He and these boys broke in and hid the bullion someplace. His 2 sidekicks decided to shoot it out with the police. They didn't make it.
All right, Mr. Troy. You got the story right in just about every detail.
Well, that's gratifying.
But it's not going to do you any good. I'm standing right beside the master switch. I pull it, and this theater is flooded with light. And in my hand, I'm carrying a gun.
Don't do it, Joan.
The next one won't miss.
Drop the gun, Mrs. Costello. We have this place surrounded.
Caswell?
Yes, show's over, Troy. Curtain's coming down.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
All right, Mrs. Costello, let's not have any trouble. Sorry about this bit of deception, Troy, but it was rather necessary. You see, we've had Costello under observation ever since he came out of prison. We'd seen him meet Joan, so we investigated her background.
Incidentally, Joan, where is the bullion?
You're so clever. You find out.
Oh, we've got a theory. You see, obviously they couldn't just walk into the theatre and get it out, so it must be almost inaccessible. That's why Costellus wanted the theatre empty, so that he could get at it.
So?
So they extended the back to make dressing rooms, and they concreted over an old storeroom, probably under the concrete.
How's that, Joan? I'd say you hit the jackpot, Inspector.
I'll get you, Troy. If it hadn't been for you...
Yeah, she doesn't look half so pretty when she's scowling, does she?
You'd better walk mighty softly from now on, Peter Troy.
And carry a big stick. Night, Joan.
This is the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television.